Hello, my fellow cigar smokers, and welcome to Smokers Pod and another round of cigar talk. Today, can you be an aficionado? Let's figure that out. My friends, when you are into the cigar scene, you probably heard the word aficionado or aficionado a couple of times for various reasons. And most of the time it's people talking about it when they think they're specialized in, for example, cigars. But you can have the same, you can use the same term for almost everything. Maybe I think I have a different approach to that term, to that word, and how to use it than other people. And I'm trying to explain what I think what an aficionado is, and if you can be one or not. So, for example, guys, smoking here this wonderful Arturo Fuente Eye of the Shark. Great cigar. You know, if you smoke it, you can taste a lot of different aromas and flavors. The sweetness that is coming from roasted coffee beans, spice, a little bit of fruit, and you could dive even deeper and go into more detail what kind of fruit, what kind of sweetness. If you're tasting something like earth and wood, you can taste maybe not only wood, you can taste like cedar or oak, all that different kind of stuff. If you can taste all that, does this make you an aficionado? I would say no. Why? Because, you know, aficionado is coming from Spanish, and it's nothing more like an enthusiast or somebody who knows something, you know, a connoisseur, so to say. And what is the difference then between somebody who smokes a cigar and simply says, that's a good cigar, or someone else who's smoking a cigar and can maybe pinpoint the different flavors? So here's the controversy, and I know not everybody probably agrees with me, but that's absolutely fine. We don't have to agree on everything, you know. You have your opinion, I have my opinion, and it might be different. The good thing is, let's talk about it. So what I think is, as long as you smoke a cigar and you can decide if it's a good cigar for you personally, or if it's a cigar that you don't like, frankly, that makes you an aficionado, because you already fell in love with the cigar. You're smoking the cigar. You smoke it, you taste something. Maybe you cannot put your finger on the exact flavor, but you know that you like it. You know that you like what you taste. And then you can talk about that. And when you're gaining more and more experience in smoking cigars, your palate will get better. But guys, I've met people that have a very sophisticated palate, you know. They can put their fingers on exactly what kind of wood and what kind of fruit. And no, it's not orange. It's like a grapefruit, you know. First of all, guys, that is totally subjective, you know. We're not the same. you know. So you have a different palate than I have. And maybe I taste wood out of it, maybe you taste leather out of it. We both know there's neither wood nor leather in that cigar. So everything you taste in a cigar is transported to your imagination and what you think what it tastes like, you know. And since we're all different, there are a whole lot of different words and meanings for the things we taste in a cigar. So if somebody's coming around with his nose high in the air and telling you something that he's an aficionado, man, you're an aficionado too. Don't worry. It makes absolutely no difference, you know. There's no magic in smoking a cigar. But you will figure out for yourself when you keep on smoking cigars that your palate will get better with every cigar you're smoking. And with every different cigar you are trying, you can narrow down your imagination of how things are tasting like, you know. And at some point, you can put your fingers on it. And say, man, okay, I smoked this cigar like 20 times. And now, man, now I'm smoking it and I figure, that's wood. Now I got it. That's a woodish aroma. Here you go, you know. And then let you pair it with a good Scotch whiskey. In here we have the Talisker. Great whiskey. Let's give it a try. Almost empty. Okay, that's now a good one. And also with the whiskey. You know, the first time you remember the first time you enjoyed the whiskey. It probably was no enjoyment because the whole taste consisted of alcohol and sharpness, you know. But then after a while, when you were drinking like 10 bottles, not the same day, hopefully, but over time, man, you figure out what it tastes like, you know. And here you go, you're a connoisseur. You know things about the whiskey you're drinking. You know, the other day I had an interesting discussion, and maybe on the first glance has nothing to do with cigars, but I will come to that point, you know. It was about philosophy. I'm a big fan of old German philosophers like Hegel and Arthur Schopenhauer, for example. I also like the newer ones like Karl Popper or Russell, but doesn't matter, you know. So, a buddy of mine and I were talking about philosophy, and man, he was looking at my bookshelf and said, "Oh, man, you know a whole lot about philosophy." And I said, "I don't know." "Don't mind, man." And he's like, "Well, that's tricky sometimes. I don't understand this and that." And I said, "Okay, tell me what you think. What is philosophy, you know?" And he couldn't put his finger on it. He brought up a couple of examples, you know. And I said, "You know what? You ever had a time in your life where you were thinking about things? No matter what. I mean, maybe not like what kind of food you want to eat for dinner, but let's get one step further. Like thoughts like, okay, where will I be in my life in 10 years? Or why am I doing this right now? Is this job right for me?" So you're thinking about life. You're thinking about experiences. You're thinking about things. And that itself makes you a philosopher. That's all. You know, a lot of people are very good in making easy things look complicated. And that's not very hard, you know. The hard thing is making complicated things easy. And it's easy as that. If you smoke a cigar, if you like it, and maybe if you don't exactly know why you like it, here you go, man. Aficionado. You know? So all these fancy names and terms for different things. Take it easy, you know? Keep it easy. Keep it simple and easy. And that makes life so much easier, you know? And you can go even further. You had your cigar, your whiskey, and then after a while, man, you're adding a piece of chocolate. And you know what? I started my cigar journey somewhere in '95, like ages ago. And I started with a very simple cigar. Back then it was the Santa Damiana. Still remember that cigar. And man, I had no idea what was in that cigar. I had no idea about Maduro or all the other terms like binder, filler, wrapper. I had no fucking clue, you know. I just knew one thing. I had this cigar and I loved it. Everything around it. The taste, the style, how the cigar was looking, and everything around it, you know. I was like instantly fell in love with cigars, you know. And man, it took me like, I don't know, easily a year or two until I finally found my favorites, you know. I was trying like all kind of cigars, you know, and then I figured, okay, I like this one, I don't like this one. And then after a while, for example, I can't really remember, but after a while, and you're trying cigars, you know, and then you figure, oh man, okay, now I had like 10 cigars, and you know what, these 5 cigars, I don't like them, and what do they have in common? Like, okay, they're coming from Nicaragua, so obviously, I'm really not into cigars from Nicaragua. So that's the first filter you have, you know, and after that, maybe in the future then you're trying other cigars from Nicaragua, and there may be a couple of cigars in there that you like, and then you figure out, okay man, it's not the country, it's like that specific tobacco that that a lot of Nicaraguan cigars are using. But here I have this cigar from Nicaragua and they're using a different tobacco and I like this one. So you're narrowing it down, all the different informations, and that's it. Really easy. And over the time, like I said, your palate will get better. You can figure out things. And you know what? There might be people like they have a talent. They have a talent in tasting different things. And And that's cool. But I learned one thing in my life, that talent is okay, but nothing beats hard work. And with hard work, I mean smoking cigars. If you want to get into that cigar thing and talking about different flavors and like the construction, vitolas, what does it mean if a cigar is like hecho a mano or all that kind of different things. You have to learn your shit, reading books. Back then it was reading books, now you're probably watching YouTube videos, hopefully here on this channel. And that's it, man. So all I want to say is, it's easy. Everybody can be an aficionado, and it starts with, is that good? Do I like it or not? And that's it. Guys, I hope you enjoyed it. It was not so much about a specific cigar. Also, man, I'm telling you, this Arturo Fuente here, that might be worth a review sooner or later. Lovely cigar. Hope you enjoyed it. And if you think I'm wrong, let me know. Put it down in the comments. If you have other definition of what an aficionado is, let me know. And you know what? We talk about it. Easy like that. Guys, enjoy a good cigar. Enjoy life. Most importantly, stay safe, stay healthy. And I hope to see you around at Smokers Bar. Cheers.